What's up, YouTube? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now we got Aceboypun responding to ADAM22 comments and, requests for peace and waving the white flag. So y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments, and I'm gonna do my 1-2 during the reaction. Let's rock. Shout out to the whole Dice crew.
We wasn't really on that though. We really wasn't on that though.
I mean, bro, it's only so many times that I could say what I said to a nigga, like, we ain't playing. Know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it came down to. It's like,
And a lot of people be speaking in the form of disliking what took place with Desto Dub, or they don't like Pun approach, but we do gotta give credit to Pun giving out so many warnings. And I mean, whether you don't believe a person or you don't take them serious or you take a person as a joke, however you flip it, you gotta be mindful, and you gotta, we all gotta be mindful and be high aware on when a person giving us a warning, So it is what it is, and people chose to just act like they can do disrespect. And I be seeing a lot of people use this new term where it's not new, but people is using that like fight with words. And people got to know the difference from fighting with words and being disrespectful.
oh, we ain't playing. Even that night, though, it wasn't even like niggas making that shit bigger than what it was. Like, nigga was trying to have a conversation with homie. You know what I'm saying? When you started doing like backpedaling, it became something different. It is what it is, bro. That's old news. You know what I'm saying? But, for brother to do that today, I think he realized, like, these niggas ain't playing. And it could become bigger, because all that popping it, I got the Smith and Wesson come pull up. We don't play that type of lingo with each other, bro. Like.
And that's true. And, I forgot, and I can't remember, but I know somebody warned or brought it to ADAM22 attention before when he was talking about, like, using the word war and all that type of stuff, It's like you got to be mindful about the terminology you use, and you got to be mindful about what kind of people are you dealing with, because some people take things very different, or some people take things light and some people take things very deep. So you never know how things might go. So when a person give you a heads up or a warning, you got to be mindful.
We don't go that far, you know what I mean? So, he understand. Obviously, I don't think he just woke up and understood that. I will say the parties over there that understand street side talked to him and now got through his fucking cranium. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fall back, apologize to your girl, boom, 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 do all that. All right, cool. Stand down, because we on a mission. We trying to make this shit pop, be bigger than life with this shit out here on the West Coast for media, bro. Like, that gangster shit is easy, bro. We can do that second nature. You know what I mean? Like, that's easy. But we ain't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas know what it is. That's why we don't bang our hoods and all that on community. Niggas know we Crips. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, we also trying to open the door for niggas like us, because this shit wasn't available for niggas like us. You know what I mean? At all. So, you know what I mean? It's a bigger meaning to all this shit that's going on, man. But, he was in the way. He was a roadblock. You know what I mean? We just had to stay on business. It is what it is.
Yeah, we was taking the nice route, and a lot of motherfuckers didn't like that. A lot of people was on my head. A lot of people was like, "What's up with the T-Rail?" I know, and I just had to take a step back to see, the business move about it, and and I took that move, and I discussed it with all these niggas, because we discussed everything with each other. We don't just make a decision just based on what I'm just doing, just solely. So we discuss with each other. We hop on the phone with each other. As you can see, if you're looking at Pun Insta story, you feel me? He in Target while we all talking. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's what we doing. Like, so I can't just go out there. You feel me? Like, and make these crazy decisions without these niggas. So, it is Pun fault, though. It's Pun fault, you feel me? Because he seen me in New York, you feel me? Like, we turn each other off and on, He looked at me, he said, "Hey, cuz, it's time."
Hey, bro, that shit was a real speech to me. They was just sitting there, like, we're eating chips, and Pun was like,
Like, stop letting niggas play with you, bro. Like, one thing, like, don't play with my name, homie. So, like, who is Aceboypun? Where you from? Like, come on, cuz. You can call AD if that's a question, where I'm from, who I am, nigga. That's your boy. But you want to go, okay, cool, say less. We don't play those games, you feel me? We ain't gonna disrespect a nigga gangster. So, you know, with T-Real, I'm like, the nigga, you can't sit back and let the niggas disrespect you, bro. We did the 3-month shit, but I think the nigga thought it was, you know, we were scared. I'm like, no, that ain't why we shutting down. We shutting down because that's our way, because we not gonna say we wave the white flag. We not gonna say that. You know what I mean? But this is our way of like, hey, go do your thing.
And we ain't gotta broadcast that shit.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said, behind the scenes, it only took 48 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like my biggest thing. Like, that's my thing, like, knowing how, like I just be, but I know you all could do it too in like a different manner to where like, but I know sometimes you just gotta let shit out. Like how Pun said, sometimes you gotta.
Well, bro, you gotta.
Sometimes there's certain shit you can't like, just not say nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And I think in Terrell's point of view, it was like when family's involved, you know, your wife and all that shit. I feel like that's when I was.
That's when the line.
Yeah, that's when I'm like. That's when like everybody told me, like everybody asking me, like I'm like, bro, the homie gotta get off his chest, like. Let him.
No, but
we gotta let him do him. You know what I'm saying?
I commend the homie for that, bro, because it take a strong individual to hear certain shit and still going to work every
100%.
day and still be entertaining and still say what they gotta say and without that shit, because that shit will bother you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, niggas can't do that. But I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna speak my piece. You feel me? I'm gonna leave it alone after this, and I'm gonna talk to you, Adam.
President AD.
Talking to you, Adam. First and foremost, I want to commend you on your accountability today, because this is the first time that I ever heard you take accountability down there for half the shit, anything. You feel me? And I hope that you ain't just doing this shit for the time being. I hope that your words is really sincere, what you're saying. You feel me? And I'm glad that you came to a realization before things continue to spiral out of control. You feel me? Into a territory that we couldn't come back from. Now, this whole breakup and beef and all that shit, it may not have been like the way ideal how people supposed to handle, whatever the fuck anybody thinks like that. But lines was crossed on both sides. It is what it is. But I'm glad that it fueled a fire in all of us in this room. You know what I'm saying? We accept the challenge to become powerhouses in this whole content space. We here. You feel me? And on some real shit, we want to be respected as businessmen. And I think this situation, even though it was a hard situation, would be a real great example to the kids in our community that no matter where you come from, you don't always have to resort to violence to get your point across. You could beat the statistics and the trajectory of the ghetto, real shit. And going forward, I hope when everybody come over there and they sit down with you, that you think about what you say and do going forward. So you could be on the right side of history. Because you got the power to help our community, and you also have the power to destroy our community. You feel me? And I'm just going to say God bless you and your family, and I'm glad we can both coexist in this content space.
You was a bitch.
Yeah, we're going to leave it like
President AD, man.
We're going to leave it like that, man. Come on. Let's toast to that.
That's what they do.
President AD, that's what he do, man.
Cheers, bitch.
Cheers.
Stop being angry.
Here we
bitch.
go.
Got you.
Nah, man.
No.
All right, so there y'all go. You know, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Keep it a Benji for me. If not, don't jump in. I feel like everybody pretty much got their point across. I feel like ADAM22 said everything he had to say. I feel like AD said what he had to say. T-Real got his point across. Pun got his point across. Duno spoke on his behalf. I feel like maybe we still just got to hear from Smack and Heather and maybe, you know, the rest of the Ace boys. But if you keep up with everybody, then you pretty much know that it's going to be an even split. You know, a lot of people, you know, some people probably want it to be more of a problem. Some people is okay with it not being a problem. But one thing I know everybody going to agree on is that at least they ain't got to worry about waking up tomorrow and hearing or watching or seeing or whatever the case may be, however you flip it, with anything that got to do with ADAM22 disrespecting them, you know? So at least they worked that out. and all innocent people and like family and all that type of stuff ain't got to get brought up no more. So that's a good thing. And you know, shout out to Wack for pressing that line and, you know, kind of lighting that fuse and, you know, pointing out certain things and going toe to toe with ADAM22 and kind of forcing him to take accountability even when he don't want to. And shout out to Adam for taking this accountability. And, you know, we gonna see what happens. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to the whole Dice crew. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.